Hello guys and welcome to the algorithm overview. In this module, we're just going to be speaking about a general overview of the actual algorithm and why you need to understand what it actually is. So before you go about creating and posting content, it's very important that you understand exactly how the algorithm works. So an algorithm is quite simply a set of instructions or rules which Instagram follows in order to solve a specific problem or perform an action. This means that if you understand a set of instructions or rules which Instagram follows, you can intentionally manipulate it in your favor, leading to a more predictable and consistent results. I.e., you're not just posting all the time and guessing and hoping for the best. Now, it's important to note that the algorithm is an everlasting machine which keeps evolving, updating as Meta collects more and more data from its customers. Remember, Meta's always watching you, and it's a reason why it always pushes you a specific type of content because it pushes more of what you actually like. And this is also why you see things which worked 6 to 12 months ago just don't work anymore. And this is why it's important to always spend time doing your market research so you can have a clear picture of what successful pages and bigger pages are doing to react to the algorithm. And some of the main metrics that you'll find is your likes, comments, share time, shares, and saves. So with this, shares are going to be your most effective way of going viral. Save generally shows you're giving value, but they want to watch it again in time. Watch time, it means they're actually enjoying your content. If they're watching to the end, that means they're watching because they're enjoying it or it's hooking it. As well, comments. The more comments you have on your post, the more it's going to push that content. And then likes is the least favorite one, but it's an indicator that at least some people are enjoying your content or supporting you. And in order to trigger the algorithm, it's your job to fuel it with positive data consistently. Every time you post, you should be intentionally trying to target at least one of these metrics listed above and different content styles, which will target different types of metrics. And some ways that you can actually target each metric is one, by having an engaging top line caption. So this could be simply asking a question. It could also be a controversial statement, maybe giving your own sort of opinion. Also a comical statement, something that makes people laugh. At the end of the day, it's a theme page, so everyone likes to laugh from time to time. As well, you could use things like engagement boosters. So tag someone who likes this content, so tag someone who needs to see this, share this with someone who would love to see this, share this or save this for later. All of these things are targeting more likes, comments, and shares. Whereas if you want to go into more longer captions, which may actually make you read, this is a great place to actually practice your writing as well if you've not outsourced it. But it could be a short description of the post. You could also have a short story or simply spread an extra value. And this is what's going to really help you target more watch time and shares. And also, this is great brand building because if you're giving extra value like this allows you to really open up and then show a different side to your brand. And then there's for entertaining content, which is going to target more shares, comments, and likes. Then you've got educational content where you're going to be nurturing your audience. And this is the content that brings in more customers. And this targets more watch time and saves. And then there's motivational content. So this is target which is going to give more saves, shares, and watch time. At the end of the day, you always want to be going through these, like I said. So make sure always to refer back to them if you feel like you're going off track. And next time you are doing your market research, you will start to notice how bigger pages are using these exact same principles to manipulate the algorithm in their favor. And then it's just about mastering an algorithm. So, one of the biggest things that separates an experienced theme page owner from a noob is how well they understand the algorithm and how easily they can spot trends or patterns and how quickly they can react to them. Because at the end of the day, these opportunities don't last for very long. So by the time you jump onto it, if you're late, then they're already onto the next new thing. And once you master the algorithm, growing pages and going viral will become a lot more effortless. Here's some things that you should do. So another one, always question yourself, especially when you're creating or you're researching. Don't just blindly copy others and hope for the best, because you're probably not going to get results. But actually spend some time analyzing their content and understanding what actually works or what makes it work. So you can ask yourself, which metric made this go viral? Why did this reel do so much better than that reel? Why did the page owner decide to do this and not that? How well did this viral sound match the energy of the video? Or what are you going to do to make the reel go viral on your account as well? How are you going to make it different? What type of hook could you add? Is there anything you would do to improve it or do it differently? And this is just where you're adding your own value. So always ask yourself these, and by asking yourself these questions, you will naturally start to spot patterns and trends easier, and this will help you with your own page and your own repurposing of content. And two, you want to go ahead and analyze your data. Instagram likes to give you insights after you hit 100 followers. And here's where you're going to be able to see a lot more data on your account, which will help you make more logical decisions when creating content and your page moving forward. So when I first started, I was targeting the wrong type of audience because I didn't understand client avatars, and actually it's not about followers, it's more about your quality of followers. So by using these metrics, seeing where your audience is coming from, it could tell you, okay, maybe I need to switch up my content. And then three is to stay consistent. So at the end of the day, guys, always stress it. Everyone goes on about consistency, but honestly, this really matters, man. So the key to success in anything is consistency. Everything we talk about in this course means absolutely nothing if you don't stay consistent. You can have the best hashtag strategies, you can have all of the best quality content, but if you're not staying consistent, it's all going to waste. And that's it, bro. It's not really that complicated. Just imagine that every time you post on Instagram, you're building a bigger and bigger snowball. You're feeding the algorithm more and more with positive data, and you're compounding all that data it collects. Now, every time you stop posting or you take a break, that snowball starts getting smaller and smaller. And that's where gaps begin to creep in, and essentially the snowball just stops seeing any growth. And then you're thinking, oh, why is this not working? Do I need to change my strategy? Do I need to do this? But simply, man, it's because you wasn't staying consistent. When we're speaking about consistency, we don't just mean consistency in posting, but also consistency with your strategy. So this is making sure you're targeting a specific type of content, not switching from one to the other every few days. Okay, once you find something that works, stick with it. And once you've picked your brand, you've done your niche, your content style, captions, fonts, etc., you need to stick with it for a minimum of 30 days. Don't hope for no magical solutions or make emotional decisions along the way because you think something looks cool or because you've had one bad performing reel or one bad day. There's been so many times where I've had no likes or nothing, and honestly, a few months or a few weeks down the line, that starts going crazy. So you just gotta trust the process, and you need to give the algorithm enough time to collect data so you can actually make a logical based decision on real data. So that's it, guys. So just remember, understand these metrics. Make sure you know how to target your audience, what type of content is actually resonating most with them, and then also always look for ways of improvement. Okay, ask yourself those questions and use your data that Instagram gives you. And on to the next one, guys.